Hello. Blind Pew here. I'm still here, in orbit around the planet I found last transmission. NGC 1491 nebula close by, over there, deep, within the Formidine Rift. The hazardous gap between the Perseus and new outer galactic arms. Following consultation on the matter, Ben, my chief of engineering.
Hello there.
And I have decided to head on through the outer arm, in an attempt to reach the very edge of the galactic plane, where we will come face to face with the void. So, without further ado, let's select our first waypoint directly towards the edge of the galaxy, or in the direction we are calling south. We will first have to reach the other side of the Formidine Rift, then traverse the outer galactic arm to reach the very edge. So let's head out. Traveling in deep space, you begin to wonder if you are seeing patterns or objects in which space. Am I losing my mind? The perennial explorer's question.
Would you like me to answer that one, Pew?
No thank you, I think I know what your answer would be, Ben. Pause to scan some interesting objects. We are still regularly finding terraforming candidates even on this far side of the rift, and water worlds, assuming that is what this is. Ah yes, it is. Another water world. I shall name this planet the Cosner. Okay, as you can see, we appear to be very close to the new outer arm of the galaxy. I would imagine that we should start seeing an increase in the stellar density soon. A bit further on, and a quick fuel scoop.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
And indeed, as we set our next waypoint, almost 12,000 light years south, we do indeed see an appreciable increase in the stellar density. We will shortly be in the new galactic arm.
Look, Pew, even on this very far side of the Formidine Rift, about to enter the new galactic arm, we can still just see the Heart and Soul Nebula.
Yes, just so, Ben. It's as though they preside over that location, ever present, ever watching. A bit further on and we have paused to scan this interesting object. Not interesting in type, as it is just a rocky ice world, but interesting in geological features. It certainly appears far more scarred and marked than usual. Just look at the distinctly different coloration to the north and south hemispheres. And that deep, almost regular scarring to the south. Most interesting. Let's take a closer look. A deep basin, with what looks like rather unusual crenulation at the bottom. Actually, it looks rather dangerous. Shields on, I think, Ben.
They're on, Pew, but will take some time to come online.
Closer now, trying to time our descent with the shield coming online. Nearly there. And about to land. This close we can see, in fact, this is just a rather unusual grid of deep chasms and ice peaks. And down. Star Chaser looking good there.
Take it easy, Pew. Remember, this is only SRV.
Will do. I'm not finding much that is unusual. Mesosiderite. Same old, same old. Aha. Another non-scoopable star. Things have got pretty bad, as you can see from the fuel gauge. We have been encountering a string of non-scoopable stars in this region, but I've let it get too tight. Next jump is also non-scoopable. See? We need to take action. I'll have to deviate from our planned route to the nearest scoopable star, here. Always annoying when you have to do that, don't know why. Phew, we made it. Virtually no fuel. Filling up. Look how the jump range increases as the fuel comes on board. But then peaks and diminishes as the weight of the fuel reduces range. That peak is the sweet spot. Your maximum possible jump range in current configuration. 60.58 for the Star Chaser currently. Oh, and look at this. Beautiful, dangerous, but it just can't be resisted.
Phew, look, now we are in the outer galactodome properly. See how the Heart and Soul's nebula are no longer visible. We have traveled too far to see them anymore.
Further on now. In the wispy outer galactic arm. Progressing on and on. And on and on. And on and on. Some time later, and here we are, quite far out now, well beyond the outer edge of the Formidine Rift here, approaching the far edge of the new galactic arm here. Soon, we should see the void, where we will stare into its inky black, infinite distances. The next waypoint takes us to past 14,000 light years south. As you can see, the stellar density has dropped right off. This is the far edge of the new galactic arm. The main part of the galaxy behind us, getting smaller and smaller, dimmer and dimmer, as we progress, ever onward. Ben. Look at that, or rather look at, nothing. Hardly any stars to see ahead now.
Yet, it's a sobering moment, alright, Pew.
And so, another water world found. We have now reached a point where we are going to have to start plotting our course one star at a time. Where even the Star Chaser's mighty jump range will be tested to the maximum. Ben and I are going to take one last check that everything is in place for this final, monumental step. Do join us for that in the next transmission, and hopefully it will not be our last. Until then, good luck, commanders, and I'll see you out there.